In the heart of western Nigeria, a maid committed an act so horrifying, it still sends shivers down the spines of those who dare to speak of it. A tale of terror unfolds, a stain on humanity that is not easily washed away. It's a story of a seemingly harmless maid, who beneath her innocuous facade harbored a demon that thrived on the destruction of peace, of love, and most disturbingly of lives. She killed, not once, not twice, but in 4 horrifying instances. Her victims, her unsuspecting employers, their lives snuffed out in the dead of night. But the horror didn't end there. She kidnapped their innocent 4-month-old baby, a life barely begun, now in the hands of a monster. What drove her to such dark deeds? Some say she was on a mission to tear apart Christian homes, to sow discord, and to spread fear. A mission fueled by an insidious entity that had taken possession of her, turning her into a tool of terror. This was not her first act of terror. She had already eliminated 3 families before this one. For 8 long months, this demon-possessed maid was on the run, with the innocent baby at her side. Imagine the torment of a town under the shadow of such a terrifying spectacle. Each day was filled with suspense as the hunt for the maid and the baby intensified. They moved from place to place, leaving behind them a path of fear and uncertainty. The once peaceful communities were now haunted by the stories of the havoc they wreaked. The baby, no more than a helpless victim, was initiated into this world of darkness and became an instrument of terror. Not a day went by without a chilling tale of strange happenings, of objects flying off shelves, of eerie voices in the dark, of unexplained illnesses. These were not mere coincidences, but the work of the maid and her demonic accomplice, the baby. The search continued, the tension palpable, the fear real. The communities lived on the edge, praying for the nightmare to end. They yearned for peace, for safety, for the return of normalcy. Yet the maid and the baby remained elusive, their whereabouts a mystery. She left a trail of chaos and destruction wherever she went, with the baby, now a tool of terror, by her side. Finally, after 8 months of terror, the demonic maid was captured. The relentless pursuit had finally borne fruit. In a small, nondescript homestead in western Nigeria, the authorities closed in. Cornered and helpless, the maid, a vessel for evil, was apprehended, and the innocent 4-month-old baby was retrieved. The baby, unfortunately, was far from the cherubic angel he once was. His eyes, once filled with innocence, now held a darkness that was chilling to behold. The child had been initiated into the world of demons, a victim of circumstances beyond his control. The community, once a picture of harmony and peace, was now a landscape of fear and trepidation. The capture of the maid was a moment of collective sigh, a sigh of relief and a sigh of despair. The relief that the reign of terror was over, and the despair at the damage inflicted upon the innocent soul of a baby. The faces of the community members told a tale of fear, relief, and a lingering sadness. Their homes were no longer the safe havens they once were. The trust they had in their fellow humans was shattered, replaced by a cautionary tale of the evil that lurks among us. The demon-possessed maid was finally in custody, but the damage had been done. In the aftermath of the terror, the community was left to pick up the pieces. The maid, now known as the demonic nanny, had left a chilling trail of destruction in her wake. She had decimated 3 families, turning homes of love and faith into scenes of horror and death. Her most sinister act, however, was not the carnage she caused, but the innocent life she corrupted. The baby, a mere 4 months old when taken, had been initiated into their unholy world. The child, still in the cradle, was now a vessel of chaos, causing havoc far beyond its tender age. The community, once vibrant and warm, was now a battleground, struggling to cope with the baby's destructive behavior. Despite the maid's capture after 8 grueling months, the nightmare was far from over. The baby, a ticking time bomb, remained a constant reminder of the maid's dark deeds. The fear and despair were palpable, with every cry and tantrum serving as a chilling echo of the terror that once was. The demonic maid may be behind bars, but her dark legacy lives on in the form of the baby she corrupted, leaving a community in dread and despair.